done that showed a lot of kids want to grow up and be YouTubers. That's like their #1 dream job. And I imagine that a lot of people think it's just this amazing...
That's right, it is. It is. You know, this is a good video here. Theo Joe, he's a guy that does a lot of computer reviews. I like to watch his stuff. There's a lot of other people that do that too, but I don't talk about it much because he ain't a nomad, right? But anyway, a good video here is being a YouTuber worth it? Is it easy?
I can guarantee you that. So that's what we're going to go over today.
Anyway, I won't go through this whole video because he has to go into his sponsor first. But yeah, you know, what is it like?
YouTuber is you are overall at the end of the day completely responsible for your successes, but also your failures. And look,
don't blame the algorithms for all the facts, all the reasons why your videos are demonetized or nobody's watching them. It's your fault. No, it's a good video. It's worth it. Even if you're a nomad, you're trying to do a channel, I highly recommend it. Theo Joe, this was released yesterday, is being a YouTuber worth it. And he talks about how content is the most difficult thing, to keep the content coming. Okay, it's one thing to film things and edit things and that kind of thing, but he talks about having fresh content day after day after day, or video after video, and keep the audience engaged, you know, and that is, yes, one of the most difficult things here at the bottom of YouTube, at the top of YouTube, and in the middle of YouTube. So anyway, good video there. Check it out, Theo Joe. You know, I will say that too. If you know, I think from my perspective, I enjoy watching a lot of nomads channels or a lot of explorer channels or a lot of other YouTuber channels early in their careers, because they aren't so much focused on the money side of things. It's more for the love of it, for doing something fresh and new, and you can sense that. And then as they get going for a year or two into it, and they start to realize, I can make some money, and then they realize, I made this much money last month, I need to make more money next month, and more money next month, and it doesn't always work like that on YouTube, and then you suddenly are focusing on now content and clickbait and super chat and AdSense, and you can see you're getting away from the love of what your topic was, what originally you were doing, and then you suddenly realize that everybody else is doing the same things I'm doing. You know, if I go to this camp, or if I go to this exploration thing, or you know, whatever, if I go to the RTR, there's dozens and dozens of other people doing the same thing. It's hard. It's not easy, okay? And the vast majority of people aren't going to be making a living wage. They aren't, okay? And even if they are, it's a lot of work. You know, then you got to pay your taxes, and you're self-employed, and it's a whole lot of other things. So, good video. Check Theo Joe out, and I probably know as much as he does about it, you know? Letters, 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 letters. Enrique writes, they should organize the RTR into a maximum of 75 people in caravan meetups. They might all pick areas around the Scandin Wash. Instead of celebrity presentations, just have folks in the max 75 groups discuss their experiences and more. You know, I don't know, does somehow divide everybody up into smaller groups, more intimate groups, that kind of thing. You know, they could have the party RTR over here, and the comedy RTR over here, and the egomaniac RTR over there, and the whatever, you know, I don't know, the Jackery RTR over there. Everybody gets into their own little groups, and then Bob could kind of like just flutter around from group to group and sell some merch. I don't know. It's going to be interesting this year. Jay Edmond thought that Craig, my Doxinator, did a very good review of the RVers show that premiered this morning on the Discovery Channel. Jay Edmond writes, Craig would have given Siskel and Ebert some competition. Good review. Hey, I have to say something about the RVers. I know a little bit about cable TV. Discovery Channel in the mornings and overnights sells time, okay? They don't have their own programming on. If you watch Discovery overnight, they're just running infomercials or paid programs. I strongly think the RVers show at 8 in the morning on a Sunday on Discovery was a paid program. I really think it was they sold their own ads in the show to various RVing groups and campsites and whatever. I don't know. There were a lot of ads in the show. So say they sold $200,000 worth of ads and they had to pay $75K for the half-hour time on Discovery. They still made some money. I have a feeling that Discovery time slot is a paid slot. And I don't know about the Amazon or the PBS ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if the production company paid for that time, because it is a weird time to debut a show. 8 in the morning, it's a paid slot. Chunky Pumpkin and Little Lloyd there, or RV Rantin' and Rave as they're now known. Wow, the RVer show sucks. Like for real, this is not a real RV show. I guess the RV world needs a wake-up call. Discovery Channel, like all, is scripted. Fake S. Wow, I think Chunky is really gonna come out now, out of my box. Get ready, Camo Dave. She's gonna be telling the truth. Yeah. I think it was a paid program that basically was funded by the sponsors, and I don't think Discovery would have put it on their own airwaves as a regular show that they're paying for. That's what I think, but prove me wrong. Odds 17B, I agree with the Doxinator on the fact that Eric Nomadic Fanatic wouldn't be a good fit for the RVers TV show. RVing is his jobby poo now, and it's starting to show. It's no longer a leisure activity. It's true, and I think what the RVer show is trying to do is show people new to RVing. Eric's been doing it for 6 years now, at least on YouTube, and he's a pro at it. I don't know, and I think they're focusing also on couples living, loving, and I don't know, I mean that by like a man and a woman or two human beings, a guy and a cat. I don't know, man. More comments, a lot of comments on the RTR. RB writes, I'd like to split the RTR. That would be a good idea for those who need seminars and don't know how to be nomads yet. But I guarantee you the nomads that everyone really watches already know how to poop in a bucket, cook, and boondock. Something tells me it will be more fun to hang out at the Hobo Tech group. Yeah, maybe they should do that. Have different campsites. This is the novice site, and where, you're newly out there and you need to know how to do your solar and do your this and that, whereas others are, I don't know, maybe they should have a test. Everybody should pass through and Bob should give them a test, and then you're over here, you're at the novice site, you're at the veteran site. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think RTR has jumped the shark and it's going to be a mess this year. If you're relying on Bob's to be the centerpiece of it. If you just want to go and meet some people and have some fun, it probably will be a good time. Jen Bellingham has a good point. Why would people want to break camp and drive 12 plus miles, 25 plus miles if you're coming from Quartzsite, to attend seminars they can just watch for free on YouTube? Yeah, well, Bob should do that. But I don't know. You can probably get some cell reception there in Quartzsite and at Parker. And Bob should just put the seminars up on live streams there from La Paz and the recreation area there, or whatever they call it. And then people can just sit back and watch them on YouTube. They don't actually have to drive 25 miles. What a good idea. Pat says the RTR will do fine. It's different every year. It adapts like anything else in life. Just like live stream, the seminars on YouTube, and all is good. No one needs to be in one location. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think, Bob, it's adaptable. It's gotten to a certain point where everyone can't be in one location anymore because there's just too many people there. And they couldn't be last year either because a lot of people parked outside the RTR at the Party R and everything else. So, it'll be different. It may not be bad. Let's all keep an optimistic view. And Jen Bellingham writes, the RTR is supposed to be about community. Forcing people to camp 20 miles away is madness. Madness. Don't most fairgrounds allow camping? It looks like La Paz does. According to their website, dry camping and handicap access RV parking are all available upon request. Maybe people can call and request sites so they're closer to the action. Well, you better do it quickly. Whatever campsites there are at La Paz are probably going to fill up pretty quickly, if not already. But yeah, that would be cool. You'd be right there. Yeah. All right, folks, that ought to do it for letters for the 17th of November, 2019. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscriber button too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Vlog under. All right, Camo Dave. Camo Dave and little Adam here. We are in DC. There's one of the big TV towers. I think that's the DC Police main transmission tower. Anyway, we're heading Georgia Avenue up in Northwest DC, heading down to the hospital to visit Greg, not Craig. Anyway, so Saturday morning, nice morning. Got the sun in my eyes pretty much the whole drive here. A lot of potholes. Oh my gosh. And even though there's hardly no traffic, I'm hitting pretty much every red light. Oh my word. But anyway, little Adam's doing okay in DC so far.